I'm a Minnesota Somalian. Of course I live in a big house funded by United States taxpayers.
I'm a Minnesota Somalian. Of course we have the most luxurious cars.
They are rich baiting. They are literally rich baiting.
I'm Minnesota Somali. I'm champion border. Hi.
I'm a Minnesota Somalian. Of course I married my sister to come here.
I'm a Minnesota Somalian. Of course I tell the government I feed 3,000 kids for no reason. Did you get the bill yet?
Hey, of course I'm a Minnesota Somali. Of course we live in Minneapolis, nigga.
Hey, get the...
One.
I'm a Minnesota Somalian. Of course I got 12 siblings. I don't even know half of their names.
One.
I'm a Minnesota Somali. Of course Minnesota Somalia was promised us 3,000 years ago.
Hi, Trump. I'm back so much.
Day in the life of a Somali American. I have to go open my child care center at 5:30 a.m. It's 7:30 and it's dark outside, but I'm having my first cup of coffee. It is now 9 o'clock. I'm done with my office work. I'm gonna go home and start doing home stuff. Come here. Come here. Come. Hi. Okay. There you go. Come here, take a selfie. Hi, beautiful. Come here. Ma. Okay. Can I? Let's do a picture. Hi, be gentle, Femi. You gotta get closer, Bida.
They are trolling the whole of America, and it's quite unfortunate. A lot of Americans are gonna fall for it, right? Because at this point, these people are putting themselves in bad spot. Because I don't just get it. Like, why are you doing what you guys are doing? You know damn well you guys are not doing what you said you are doing, and now you are getting the wrong attention on yourselves. And it's kind of funny and it's kind of sad at the same time, because if I were the Somalians, I'm just gonna leave this one out and be quiet, especially with the present political climate. I would like literally shut my mouth up, but you guys are not doing that, right? And it's giving a bad light for other immigrants from other countries in Africa that are actually doing well, or they are, respecting their hosts, that's the Americans, and are doing right by the law and are doing what they are supposed to do, contributing to America and other good stuff, right? But these Somalians that are literally rage baiting and trolling the whole of America is kind of crazy. It doesn't even show you guys even know the magnitude of what you guys are about to find out. Like, it's crazy. And you think it's funny? You can have your green card, you can have your citizenship, but these people, Americans, can take it away. So I don't know why you guys are here still, rage baiting people. So guys, I don't know what do you all think, because it's giving like we're gonna laugh in you guys' faces, and it's not right. Like, this needs to stop.
First things first, I'm actually so shocked that Trump is attacking us. I think Trump should be thanking us in multiple ways, and I'm going to explain. First things first, I think we are a good example of what the American dream can look like. Like, Somali Americans, and it's making me sad and it's funny. Like, I know Somali people are very funny. We're like the class clan who also happens to be valedictorian. Somalis in Minnesota are so successful. I take multiple trips a year to Minnesota and I leave so inspired. You have Somali-owned law firms, Somali-owned pharmacies, Somali-owned everything you can think of, and it's so inspiring to see that what my community could do in just 30 years. Literally, we came to this country not speaking English, not knowing anything. We're Black, Muslim, we're immigrant, and we're able to be that successful. It should be really applauded. Like, I need Trump to stand up and applaud for us, because it's shocking. Literally, my friend just moved to Minnesota, and she was telling me how when she gave birth, it was an all Somali staff. Her midwife was Somali, her doctors were Somali, her nurses were Somali. Like, that is so beautiful to see, and it should be celebrated, okay? Second of all, Trump, you should be thanking my people for giving a random Midwestern state that much clout and money. Like, I don't think, other than Chicago, I think Minnesota is really popping when it comes to tourism because of Somali Americans like me, okay? So you should be thanking us, because Minnesota would have been nothing if Somalis didn't move there. Like, if we're being honest, like, we have made that state pop, and we have made it beautiful for the rest of the world. So you should thank us, and if you want, you can donate Minnesota to the great country of Somalia. Like, I think it's a nice trade-off. And last but not least, I'm so happy that people are discovering how funny, witty Somali people are. We're very confident. And although Trump said what he had to say, like, I want him to know, Yani, like, it didn't even, like, bother. Like, it didn't do anything to our confidence. We've heard everything you've said before. People always make fun of Somalia, da-da-da. But I still think I'm better than everyone. Like, God has made me Somali Muhammad. Like, I'm okay. I'm okay. On top of that, I'm Somali American, broski. Like, I'm winning on both sides. But yeah, it's just nice to see that everyone's realizing Somali people are very funny, very confident. And that's never gonna change. It has not changed since colonial days, baby boy. And it's not gonna change because somebody right now decided to make fun of us. We're actually winning the war, so. But yeah, that's all I have to say. First things first, I'm actually so shocked that Trump is attacking us. I think Trump should be thanking us in multiple ways, and I'm going to explain. First things first, I think we are a good example of what the American dream can look like. Like, Somali Americans, and it's making me sad and it's funny. Like, I know Somali people are very funny. We're like the class clan who also happens to be valedictorian. Somalis in Minnesota are so successful. I take multiple trips a year to Minnesota, and I leave so inspired. You have Somali-only, like, Somali-owned law firms, Somali-owned pharmacies, Somali-owned everything you can think of, and it's so inspiring to see that what my community could do in just 30 years. Literally, we came to this country not speaking English, not knowing anything. We're Black, Muslim, we're immigrant, and we're able to be that successful. It should be really applauded.
No, you guys are not that successful in Minnesota. 89% of immigrant Somali households are on some type of welfare. If you look above my head, you'll see that 23% are on cash. If we go over to food stamps, you'll see that 62% are on food stamps. If we go to Medicaid, you'll see that 86% are on Medicaid. So 89% of Somali immigrant families that have children are on some type of welfare in the United States. 89%. And this is coming from the Center for Immigration Studies. Now, in the vast majority of cases, if someone is on Medicaid, they are a net recipient in tax dollars, meaning the value of the benefits they receive from the government is more than they pay into the federal tax system. Again, that means they're a net recipient. They are taking from the system more than they're contributing to the system. So essentially 9 out of 10 Somali immigrant families that have children are taking more in dollars than they are giving to our federal tax system. I wouldn't define that as success. Let's keep it real. We should also be paying attention to this and just not ignoring it. But let's go back. Look at the light gray. It says Somali immigrant households with children over 10 years in the US. So these families have had over 10 years in the United States. And there's only a 3% difference in the amount that are on Medicaid and not. So after they've been in the US for 10 plus years, 83% of these Somali immigrant families with children are still on Medicaid. Again, that is not success. And that's not being racist or hating. That's just reality. So please do not come preaching in our face something that is not true.
Hey Americans, why grind a 9 to 5 when you can babysit ghost children and pocket like $4 million in taxpayers' cash? Why? No kids, no crayons, no mess, just pure easy money. We are talking about empty buildings like the Quality Learning Center. Yeah, they can't even spell and they are babysitting. Locked doors, 0 toddlers tumbling around. But hey, they scored nearly $2 million this year alone for Minnesota Daycare's program. This is the hot sequel to the Feeding Our Future epic. You know, fake meals for phantom kids, billion Spanish, luxury rides, and overseas trips, all courtesy of you.
Somalian people in Minneapolis is not your problem. Your problem is you.
Listen, buddy, where I see where you're coming from, I understand it's not every Somalian, okay? But the problem we have right now is the massive corruption that is being uncovered through the daycare centers. Can you see the sky right here, guys? How beautiful is this? It's almost like in Florida. It's splitting right down the middle. That's wild, isn't it? But anyways, it's not just all Somalians, right? But we have a massive situation where many Somalians are being uncovered for actually and being committed for fraud right now. You're one of the ones rage baiting. You're going online rage baiting, saying you're sucking up all the resources of the government government, and Americans can't do anything about it. So now you want to come on here and try to sympathize and say, don't deport Somalians, don't do that, it's not going to do anything for you. But all you've done is show us just how bad the corruption is, my man. I'm partnering with the NRCC, guys, and I believe that the Somalian fraud needs to be investigated in Minnesota, and the fraudsters need to go down. This isn't a race thing. This is a problem with a community that is taking advantage of the government and hurting American citizens.
I literally just woke up, okay, so don't mind me, but I'm scrolling on TikTok, having a great old time, laughing, rubbing my ashy ass feet together, and then I come across this post that said, I try to go get Section 8 in Columbus, Ohio, and you know who's at the door? 1,000 Somali people. This nigga was mad because he couldn't go get Section 8. Allah mahana garawan. You would think our founding fathers found Section 8 and just sprinkled it on the Somali community. Bitch, your great grandma and your mama and her uncle and her daddy and her sister are all on Section 8. You just can't be. If we're down there applying for Section 8, doesn't that mean you guys already have Section 8 and we're just now applying? Psych, all jokes aside though, but I want from us, stop bringing us up. Like, goddamn, okay, the ones that scammed in Minnesota and took money from kids, hunger, shit, forget them. I don't. But you guys are genuinely mad at Somali people for finessing a system that tried to finesse us all. We decided to take that money and multiply and build businesses, then go buy the new cars and the new shoes and the new phones you guys talking about we stuff in our hijabs. Bitch, take some notes. Don't be mad. Be glad.
Only Americans who's concerned with the Somali business is the ones who have no life. They have a lot of time in their hand. They broke. They don't have no money, no ambition, nothing. They don't even have hobbies. They depressed, they lonely. You know, it's always those type of people who care about situations like this. You know, people who have something going on for their life, right? They're busy in their career, their family, they taking vacation, they're enjoying their life. You know, they're not concerned with the Somalians in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Only people you will see who's worrying about this is not even racist. They just broke. They just don't have anything going on. They're broken spiritually, physically, and financially. That's what it is. They don't have any.
I'll tell y'all again. Leave Somalians alone, okay? Leave them alone. I don't care that they created daycare businesses with no kids. I don't care that they said that their children were autistic and ain't a spectrum within that child's eye. We need to flip the script and focus on the real fraudsters, are the Europeans, and we're gonna start with them Jews. And the only reason why they don't focus on it enough is because they run the media. Okay, did you see what these Jews did in Lakewood, New Jersey? Okay, they hit them folks on the head with millions of dollars. They were making millions of dollars, but still reaping benefits of welfare, housing authority, SNAP, you name it. Baby, they had it. And it's really unfortunate because now it's on hold. So for the people who really need the services, they can't get it because of these scamming Europeans. Okay, we need to amplify that, and let's not worry about our Somalian sisters and brothers, okay? Leave them alone. Leave them alone.